All right, good evening, everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening, anyone. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much. Let's invite our other teachers, our other educators. Let's send the link out so that others can join us. So let's remind people so the house can be full and we can start.
Ó filẹ̀ ló wá padà bọ̀ síbò á sì ní sùúrù. Mo bẹ tó rò bẹ lọ́wọ́ yẹn pé ṣé wọ́n padà bọ̀ nísìnyí náà padà bọ̀ nísìnyí.
Let's all mute our
Kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ tó bá wọn.
Let's all mute our mic, please.
Wọ́n náà wọ́n padà bọ̀ nísìnyí.
Let me just mute everyone.
Miracle, please check your WhatsApp message.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to welcome everyone. Please, can we just mute our mic as soon as you come in? So we just give a few minutes to allow others to join us, then we can start in 2 minutes' time.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Please confirm if you can hear me before I proceed. You can just react, maybe a thumbs up or something. You don't have to mute. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody. So this meeting is being recorded and this meeting is also being live streamed. So welcome, everybody. There are a lot of you here. Let me see if I can mention some people's name. Welcome, Olushola. Welcome, Adedeji. Welcome, Ruth. Ife, Oluwaseun. Welcome. Thank you so much. You want to please keep on sharing and inviting others to join. Thank you. I know that this is going to be a very insightful session for every one of you. And I know that there's a reason why everybody came here. I saw the form, so I read a lot of feedback of what you expect. I know that there's a lot we want to gain from this session. And I believe that we're going to gain everything once again. So thank you so much for coming here today. And on behalf of Let There Be Teachers and ALX, I'll let ALX speak for themselves. On behalf of Let There Be Teachers, thank you so much. Thank you very much. So like I said, this meeting is being recorded and it's also being live streamed. So I would be giving a brief about Let There Be Teachers. So this webinar, it's hosted by Let There Be Teachers, the organization, and ALX Nigeria. So Let There Be Teachers is an NGO, and I'm sure a couple of you would know Let There Be Teachers from the conference that held in September this year. So we're an NGO, we're a social impact organization, whatever you want to call it, and we're established to, let me share my screen too. You'll be reading it with me. I'm not going to say too much because I want us to get to our session, our practicals, and everything too. But let me still share my screen. All right. So please confirm if you can see my screen. You can just put a thumbs up so I would know. Please confirm. Thank you very much, Rosalind. All right. Thank you, Jennifer. So Let There Be Teachers is a social impact organization, and we are established to restore the dignity of the teaching profession and redefine the value of educators in national development. So let me stop here. I forgot to introduce myself. I always forget. My name is Miracle Ebude. And I am a strategic partner here at Let There Be Teachers. So that's my name. I know you can see my name, but my name is Miracle Ebude. Let There Be Teachers is a social impact organization and established to restore the dignity of teaching profession and redefine the value of educators in national development. The organization's core belief is that every child deserves a great teacher and every teacher deserves a dignified life and profession, which is why we, have initiatives like the conference, and also we are starting initiatives like webinars like this, right? To achieve this, Let There Be Teachers advances policies, programs, and partnerships that make teaching more fulfilling, sustainable, and respected. The Let There Be Teachers Conference, now the world's largest teacher-centered gathering, was designed as one of Let There Be Teachers' flagship platforms to amplify this vision.
Chiquita,
Please,
where she be?
can
She
we
left
mute
out.
can we mute our mics? Yes, thank you very much. I just want to mute everybody before. Yes. So where did I stop? The Let There Be Teachers Conference, now the world's largest teacher-centered gathering, was designed as one of LTBT's flagship platform to amplify this vision, spark public awareness, and mobilize action for teacher welfare, empowerment, and professional excellence. Through this and other initiatives, LTBT is building a movement that celebrates teachers, supports their well-being, and strengthens education systems across Africa. So the Let There Be Teachers Conference is not just the only service that we offer. We have other services as well, and we'll get to that. So we have objectives like advocating for institutionalized welfare reform for teachers at all levels, promote continuous professional development and leadership growth among teachers, support programs that enhance teachers' well-being, mental health, and quality of life, conduct and publish research that informs policy and strengthens education systems. We build partnerships with government, civil society, and private sector actors to co-create sustainable solutions. And we also recognize and celebrate excellence in teaching to inspire national pride and motivation. So, yes, so our key programs and services, we have the Let There Be Teachers Conference, the global flagship event that amplifies LGBT's advocacy for teacher welfare and public recognition. We also have teacher empowerment and school growth series. I don't know if anyone was around, or maybe someone from your school was around for the school growth forum we had this year, September, early September. Anyone? You can raise your hand. Anyone? All right. No. All right. We also have we also have teacher welfare reform package, a structured intervention promoting health insurance, pension, inclusion, and financial empowerment. We have Center for Education Policy and Research. This is a think tank that bridges research and policy. We generate actionable evidence on teacher quality and convene key stakeholders to discuss, shape, and influence reforms that improve educational outcomes. So I think I'll just stop here for now. This is just a bit about us. You can connect with us on our social media. You can send us an email if you have questions, you need any clarification. We also have a teacher community. We have group chats, which I believe everybody here is part of. And yeah, just feel free to always engage with us, engage with other teachers. At the crux of everything, we want to make sure that teachers are empowered, which is why we have sessions like this, Right? I want to make sure that teachers are empowered and teachers are ahead of things. We are not just there, you're ahead of things. What your students are learning, you know what they are learning, you know the pace at which they are going. So thank you very much, everyone, once again. And I will just leave everyone to enjoy the rest of the session. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Madam Progress.
All right. So for the next session, this is like the opening session actually. I'll be calling on Mrs. Shola. She will just take us through why we're here, why AI. Let's just open the floor for her. Just let her talk to us. So I can proceed.
All right, thank you. Sorry, I want to share my screen. I'm doing so many things at the same time. Pardon me. It's miracle that gave me too much work to do. Please, can you see my screen? Can you see my
Yes,
screen?
Okay. Yes, we can see your screen. We can see your
Thank you.
screen now.
Thank you. If you can see my screen, I need other people to also confirm that they can see my screen. Please use an emoji to, let me feel the house. Let me feel the energy in the room. Let me feel the energy in the room. Yeah. I would also love to say that I would appreciate it. People are not responding. Okay, good. Thank you very much. God bless you for your cooperation. You should also use the chat box. We'd love to know where you're joining in from, your name, your school or your role, and where you're joining us from. We know you can be anywhere in the world. I mean, this is a virtual space, so we appreciate that. Okay, so teaching smarter with AI. I am not the one that will take us really, really deep. I mean, we have the experts in the room, ALX. However, I am just like John, trying to prepare the the road, right? Prepare the path. Teaching smarter with AI. Now, again, good afternoon, everyone. Amazing, amazing educators, amazing people. I really appreciate your energy and the time we have all. I mean, look at the number of people on the call. It means that we are really doing well and we really meant well for our learners and for our country at large. Before we talk about AI, like AI for real, let me say this. You teachers, you are the heartbeat of education. Every day you pour your energy into shaping lives, like every blessed day, even weekends. Look at what we are doing. This is weekend. We say write lesson note, lesson plan, we grade and all of that. Even weekends, right? I appreciate you for that. Sometimes we stay late, we sacrifice everything. We want to go extra mile because we care. We care about the ones that we are teaching. But let me ask you honestly, how many times have you felt overwhelmed? You can say the truth. I mean, I'm an educator. You felt overwhelmed maybe because of, and you're looking at it that the time that you're supposed to really pay or the time you're supposed to invest in what really matters, like connecting with your student, you are spending it on lesson plan. I don't like writing lesson notes when I was in the classroom because I feel that I can connect with these people more than, although it's important for us, to plan ourselves, this is how it will go, though we are not rigid. So we get overwhelmed. I don't need you to answer the question. I already know what the answer is, right? That's the reality. The world is changing is another reality. Our students live in a digital fast world. I mean, they are digital native. Most of us here are digital immigrants. So they use AI without even thinking about it. I once wrote on LinkedIn where I now see that even teenagers, young people meet AI for everything, even to express their feelings, to share their concerns, their worry, even away from academics. And we are teaching them in the school. So they use AI without even, they can use it anywhere on their phone, in their apps, whether we like it, AI is like everywhere. My Office email, Microsoft email, Copilot is embedded into it, right? Everything that we do now, we have AI, even our phones, and that is the reality. Now, the question is, are we preparing them for the world they have, that they live in, or the world we grew up in? Which one are we preparing them for? The world that we grew up in did not really, matter what's AI. When did we, even though it has always been, but like now that we are taking it this much, are we really, really, preparing them for the world they will be living in, or the world that we lived in? Which one? We can answer that question. And I know that we will do justice to that. So if we keep teaching the old way, we risk falling behind. We don't want to be living in the old days. Am I still here? Can anybody still hear me? Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you very much. So it's not going to be fair on the students, and it's not going to be fair on us, because as much as we are teaching them, you agree with me that we're also growing alongside. All right, so why AI matters for teachers? Simple. AI is not here to replace us. By now, I believe every teacher knows that. It's not here to replace us. It's here to free us from the repetitive task. You know, those tasks that you do over and over and over, and they drain our energy. So imagine this, your lesson plans created in minutes, instead of you sitting down, spending the whole hour. And even AI will help you even do the research and tailor it to meet your needs, right? Also creating your quizzes, grading done in, before you know it, in seconds. That's more time for creativity. You have enough time to spend, connect with the student. You have more time to think and be innovative. You have more time to solve the real-time problem that the student might be encountering. So AI gives you back what matters most: time and energy to teach from the heart. You need your time, you need the energy, and that's what AI is doing. Now, what is the challenge? We have a challenge, right? The challenge is that AI won't, the truth is AI won't replace it, like I said before. But teachers who use AI will replace teachers who don't. That is the truth. The future, we know, belongs to educators who adapt. If you're willing to adapt, you're willing to innovate, to embrace technology, not because it's trendy, but because it helps us as teachers to do what we love better. Those ones are the ones that will replace the teachers that refuse to embrace AI. You know, some of us can be very, very funny and rigid and say everything AI, yeah. You see some people, is AI, they have used AI. I'm not saying that our life should now be on AI, but those tasks that AI can easily help us to do, so that we save time and energy for something more productive. Why won't we do it? So what's the next step now? The next step is that today is your chance to start. The next speaker will show you how to use AI practically. I know we have been using it. If I ask us now, I don't want to waste our time. Otherwise, I should have been asking what AI mentioned in the chat box, the different AI. I know we have mentioned ChatGPT. I know we mentioned Meta AI, Copilot, Gemini, and the rest, right? So when I say the next speaker will show us how to use AI practically, not because we don't know how to use it, but the next speaker will show further enhance, our knowledge of the use of AI, that will really help us in the class. Real tools that we can apply immediately. So don't just watch, engage. If she's asking you to do something, you want to do it, you can leave your question in the chat box. You can hold your question if you want to ask, maybe till the end, because there will be a section for question and answer. I don't know if she's going to be asking us to also, ask our questions in between. Just engage and don't just be there listening. Some of us are listening and we are doing some other things. Fine if you can multitask, but you want to give your time to what we are doing, so that at the end of the day, I just want you to imagine what your classroom could look like when you work smarter, not harder. Okay, because at the end of the day, AI is not the hero. You are the hero. AI is just the assistant that helps you shine brighter. So let's lead the future together, teachers. Your students deserve it, and you also deserve it. Thank you very much. I drop my mic here.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Please, I'm very sorry. My network was so bad I couldn't connect. There was no how I was trying every possible best to connect. Thank you so much, Mashallah. Thank you for your wealth of knowledge. And I will say, as educators, we've moved from back days we had chalkboard. Then from chalkboard we moved to projector. Then from projectors we moved from now we now move from note to tabs. You go to some schools, they don't use notes, they use tabs. While teachers assign notes in their learning app, the student gets to learn. Now we are now moving to the era of AI in teaching. So I will ask, as an educator, do you know how to make use of AI? Or you just have it on your phone, you just look at it and say, I don't want this thing to make me lazy. I don't want this thing to take away my intelligence. I don't want this thing to take away my creative thinking. But the truth is that AI is not taking any teacher's job. It can only take that teacher that is very, very lazy, the teacher that has a fixed mindset, the teacher that doesn't want to exploit, it doesn't want to help itself. You go to some schools, when you tell them about this AI, they will tell you that I don't want my teachers to be lazy. When they get into this AI, they will be so lazy, but that is not the truth. So coming up, we are having our incredible speaker that will be giving us a beautiful engagement and insightful practical session from our no other person from Miss Sheung Babajide. So Miss Sheung Babajide is the seasoned marketing leader, currently serving as a current country growth marketing manager at Sun Technologies, ALS Africa for ALS Nigeria. So she oversees national marketing and growth initiative for ALS Nigeria Tech Education programs. So she has over 18 years of experience in marketing, and she has constantly delivered effective strategy across industry. Under her leadership in ALS Nigeria, she has expanded her reach and impart and empower a lot of thousands learners with digital skills and career opportunity. Sheol leads growth marketing efforts with focus on innovation, inclusivity, and social impact. And I will tell you this, please open your heart to learn, because she's coming with a lot of practical demo to tell us how we can make our work so easy as a teacher. You want to make your work easy so that you can focus more on your learners, connect with them. The time you're going to use to plan the lesson, the time you're going to be writing that lesson, within 3 to 5 minutes, you just, before you know it, AI will help you to generate these things, and then you will have a smart and engaging class. Please, let's welcome Miss Sheryl Babajide Duroshola.
Thank you. Thank you very
Please,
much.
Ma, you have.
Thank you. Let me know if you can all hear me very well. I know I usually have issues with my network, but I do hope that you can hear me clearly. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, our dear teachers. Good afternoon, everyone joining us online. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. I do hope that I am able to meet all of this expectation that that Ms. Shola has placed on me, but I am sure I will. If I can am I able to share my screen, please? Okay,
yes,
thank you
you're a
very much.
co-host. You can.
Yes, my please, you can go on.
All right, thank you very, very much for that. Okay, thank you very much for that. All right. While I'm doing that, I know that we are currently live streaming on a number of platforms, but at least the platform that I have the quicker access to is on Zoom. So I just would like everyone to tell me where they're joining us from, and then what class, secondary school, primary school, university, what exactly is it, so that it just helps me to get the balance and know the exact examples that I could use. And if Miss Miracle or Miss Miracle or Miss Progress could please just share whatever it is that is on Facebook, on the other platform, in the DM or chat window, it would help as well. So please, you need to come back to your phone.
Drop your messages.
Yes, please. So please, if you have left your phone and you've joined with your AirPod and you've moved away to the kitchen or to the laundry, please come back to it and type.
I'm going to try, please, I really want this to be very interactive, although I will talk a bit, then we'll get into the practical parts of things. I really want us to grab our pens. You'll be doing a lot of screen grabs for those that are on the move or for those that are not in one place. So I'm just giving you that heads up so that you can be very, very aware. And then for those that, of course, are in a station, please get your water, get a pen, get a paper. And again, like Ms. Shola had said, please be very open-minded. I'm trying to share my screen, but it's not, and it's not anybody's fault here. It's just usually my laptop that gets funny. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to share the whole of my screen. Because of the sake of time, I am just going to jump some very practical nuances. So my name is Shion Babajide Joshola, as I was just introduced. I'm from ALX Nigeria, and this is what we do at ALX Nigeria, if you can read my screen. If you've heard of ALX before, if you're an ALX alumni, please show me some love. Let me know, have you tried to do our programs before? Have you heard about us previously? And all of that. I'm going to put this on a slideshow so that it is better. Right, perfect. Okay, so who are we? So ALX Nigeria itself, it's part of ALX Africa, and we're a multi-award-winning career accelerator. We have a lot of tech programs on our platform, the longer one, the core tech programs, and of course the short one as well. I'm going to breeze through this one because again, I have to do this. And then of course we are physically present in 8 different countries, 8 different markets, like we say. So any program you're doing in ALX in Nigeria, in Kano, in Maiduguri, in Ogun State, is exactly the same content that somebody in Casablanca, in Egypt, or whichever country that you can see on this map or across African continent is also currently doing. So one of the reasons why we do not have facilitators in person in our program where someone has to teach you is because we like to make sure that everybody that has done an ALX program has consumed the same content. However, we're very big on community. So we have a number of community. We have our women in tech community. We have our alumni. We have all of these different communities that are always able to help people that are on our programs, our learners, to make sure they actually graduate successfully. Now, this is what we did last year. We had over 415,000 applications in our program. You can see the number of graduates. You can see the different partners and the different number of events that we had across Nigeria. What makes us different is impact. We are big on impact. We're not one of those tech accelerator whereby we are concerned about, just do the program and then like Yoruba would say, like, oh, be on your own and all the best. No, we're actually big on impact in terms of when you finish your program, as long as you're active in the ALX community, which is the next one, community and support, we would definitely make sure that you are ready, you get all the skills ready for job readiness, you are better positioned, you understand how to use the program content that you have learned into any role, whether operations, whether tech, whether even as an educator as well, whether as a side business, as a creator, because creator is now a job, bro. I hope we all know that. Whether as a creator that just likes to use ring lights, like I like to use my own ring lights as well, and whatever it is, and you're actually able to translate that knowledge into practicalization as well. We're also big on empowerment and growth. So every year, our programs are always changing. Our programs are always being reviewed. Currently, none of our programs are open till next year. And that is because we're trying to make sure that, okay, what exactly, like our CEO, for instance, Inside Gist, got all of us to read, everybody in the organization, over 300 of us, to read articles about what the tech industry and what the future of work is, which is very important. As Ms. Shola just mentioned, the future of work is changing and our teachers cannot be left behind, because why? You have more access to to the younger generation, the future leaders of tomorrow. So we cannot afford our teachers to be left behind with the digital and the digital innovation and digital transformation that is happening in the world out there. Now, at ALX, we make sure that we are able to review our programs, review the content, and make sure it is in line with what is required in the corporate space, in the entrepreneurship space, and even just in the self-learning space as well. So we're very big on that. Innovation and entrepreneurship, again, there are a lot of teachers. You might be here, you might not want to say, but it's okay. There are a lot of teachers that, go to their regular 8 or 7 to 2 or 7 to 3, and they get home and do their lesson notes, mark all of their, exam notes and whatever it is. And then guess what? By 8 p.m., what are they doing? Opening up their Zoom and attending to a student in Canada. Yes or no? We know now, we're here. So there are a lot of teachers now that are also able to position themselves for that extra dollars to actually come in. And again, if you're going to be able to do that, you need to have the skills, you need to have the knowledge, because tell me, how would you want to teach a child that is in Canada or that is in the US, where the mother or the parents needs an extra support, and then you cannot even use AI, or you cannot even do a quick research on what they're actually teaching that particular child or that particular student in another country. So at ALX, all of our programs, and what makes us stand out is we understand the journey, we understand what's required, and we make sure that our programs are tailored to meet that. Lifelong learning. We've had a number of our alumni and our community members who leave and come back for more programs. So as our programs are changing, as we're adding new programs, people are coming back because, again, they know that with the access that they have to our programs, it is cheap based on the market value, based on the quality, and based on what is out there as well. So that's what makes us stand out. So I'll introduce myself again. I'll introduce myself in the AI way. Me, I use AI for everything because I don't like to stress myself. I'm a mother of two. I live in Lagos. I have a very busy job. As you can see, I am here. I don't think I can count how many Saturdays that I have not had to work. If I have not had to be at, again, I was even at the, the teachers conference as well at TBS. So if there's any Saturday where I don't have to work, I am still working. Is that I'm at the market, I am doing stuff, getting the children ready for school. So again, I understand the challenges of it as well. I understand I might not understand, like, of course, the niche cases of the particular role that you do every day, because honestly, as the child of a teacher, my mom is a retired teacher. I understand, I can relate. And then I can now imagine having my children in the house from morning to night. I always say, God bless teachers, because I really don't know how you guys do it. But again, kudos to every teacher on this call. And that is why anything that has to do with teachers, anything that has to do with educator, I am like, yes, please count me in. I will always be there. So I use AI for everything. And it's not because I am lazy. I can guarantee you that I am not lazy. I am very, very detailed. Of course, you can't be a country marketing manager and not be detailed. I am very detailed. I use AI for my self-development plan. What does that mean? So remember when I mentioned the future of job? I take reports from places like World Economic Forum reports for the future of job 2030. I take that. I take my LinkedIn profile. If you're a teacher here and you do not have a LinkedIn profile, I have many questions for you, but we'll get to that in a minute. Well, I hope we do, but if time allows us, but we'll get to that, right? You should be present on those platforms because, again, not because you want to be posting, not because you want to do aspire to perspire, but also because you even want to be reading and understanding what is going on out there. You do not want to be left behind as well. So I take my LinkedIn profile and then I take my updated CV and I ask and I prompt my AI. We'll get to that one definitely. We cannot finish this call without me explaining how to create a perfect prompt. A lot of people use AI, but the way they use AI is very wrong. And we'll get to that one in a minute as well. But what do I use? So I use it to create a self-development plan. I'd have loved to share you that, but it's on my own personal laptop because this is my work laptop. So I would ask the prompt and say, look, hear what I just said there. Act, ACT, act as a career coach with blood. I'll give my AI prompt a role because it's an AI that I already use. So it is very familiar with me anyway. But whenever I'm using a new request or I need it to be in a certain role, you always have to give your AI a role. You have to give your AI a role. A lot of us just ask AI questions like we're asking Google. Don't do that next time. It's wrong. Very, very wrong. Don't do that. That's the poorest way to use AI. And we'll get to that in a minute, right? So I would ask it and say, act as a career coach with XYZ experience in hiring the best experience. And so I'm already reducing the AI because we will talk about that. AI is a tool. It is a tool. And there was something that I'm going to even try and correct, a notion that I'm going to try and correct in a minute as well. So I will tell it and say, act as a career coach of XYZ, review my CV and pick the key highlights from this report that talks about the future of work. Tell me where I need to bridge the gap so that my skills and my expertise will still be valid by 2030. AI will now will do all of that work. So I'll just move away from that tab and I'll go and be doing something else on another tab. And then it takes that 30 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 2 minutes. Depending on how quick it is, or if I ask it to do a deep research. We'll get to all of that in a minute. So me, I use AI a lot, right? So AI, I use it in creating a self-development plan. I even tell, I mean, again, I use it a lot. So I can just give you instances. There was a time when I had so much. I didn't have time. My nanny decided that she was going away. If you are into nannies, you know how nannies are. They're great, but we know where they are these days. And I decided that she was going there. My cleaner decided that she was ill. So it was just me, my two boys, and my husband's a very busy guy as well. So and of course the house has to get clean. We live in a 3-bedroom. The house has to get clean. The children have to go to school. We have to go to work. So I just told the AI, like, look, create me a cleaning plan for a 3-bedroom flat and a very busy mom who goes to work from 8 to 6 p.m. and give me a food menu that would only take 15 minutes. Yes, AI did that for me. So what did I do as a smart woman that I am? I printed it out, put it on the fridge. Everybody can see everything and they know where they should clean and what we are cleaning. So if you're using AI in a very minimalistic way and AI is here. So if you're not embracing it, this is the time to embrace it now. Otherwise, you'll be playing catch up. Do we remember when people were thinking that CDs and DVDs? That just gave out who I am. God. Okay. Do you remember when CDs and CDs and DVDs were supposed to be, it's just a fad, it will go away? Look at where we are now. Do we also remember when internet came and, oh my God, www is almost like the Max 666 is going to go away? Look at where we are today. Also, when BlackBerry came out as well, like, oh my God, this phone. Oh, look at how innovation has gone, has grown, has gone, like it's just gone out of hand. Now people are talking about chip. Now we're talking about phones that are having seamless cards. So do not think, it's just something that's going to pass. We're going to fight it. So we're not fighting anything. It is already here. I was watching a video. I was watching a YouTube video, and we'll get to that in a minute. I'm just doing introduction. Welcome to the introduction. And I was watching a video yesterday because again, if you're not embracing AI right now, you're going to be playing catch up by next year. So you need to make time during this holiday, during this Christmas, to give yourself at least 30 minutes, 1 hour a day, 3 hours a week to learn AI, to have a go at it. Don't run away from it. It is not going to replace you, but it will replace you if you keep treating it like it's the enemy. It will replace you because you know why? The younger ones that are in secondary school, that are in university, that is what they're growing up with. And it is going to be saving a lot of businesses money. It is going to, while you spend hours, imagine, look at me, if I have to create a cleaning schedule, I'll first of all get paper. I'm supposed to get a pen, then get paper, then say Monday, I'll draw a line. So what time do we get back from work on Monday? We get back by 9 p.m. I'll be writing that. Meanwhile, all it just required me was just a 2 minutes, pam. And AI was able to create that, gave me what to do, what day we should clean the room, what day we should clean the kitchen, what day we should do deep cleaning. Who should do what should the children, because I told it the age, what the children should do to help with cleaning. Is it me that while I'm still trying to think of the rice I put on the fire, or when I should go and buy tomatoes and pepper, that I'll be thinking, maybe the children, I wouldn't even add the children, we all know, if you're parents, that we won't even add the children to the cleaning school because no, they'll waste my time. I don't want that. But AI was actually able to give everyone a job. So look, I beg you, there's nothing you give yourself this Christmas, right? There's nothing you give yourself this Christmas. It is saying for 1 hour, this Christmas or this break, or even 30 minutes, whenever you get home, rather than scrolling and watching what's happening on TikToks, please, you owe it to yourself. Forget TikTok for now. Forget, of course, pray for the people, the states that are being attacked and all of that. Let's remember them in our prayers, definitely, right? But forget all the news about somebody that is marrying an underage, who is the latest music star, what is the latest style. You owe it to yourself, because if you even want to stand as a global teacher and a global educator, you need to start knowing it now. Let me continue with the introduction to myself as well. Do you know that a lot of us, we don't know how to save. We don't even know how we are spending. We'll just be doing that thing. What is that thing that Yoruba always say? God will provide, God is provider. But we run away from looking at our bank statement until when it is time to go to the visa office or go for an embassy interview. We run away from looking at our bank statement. I use AI to download, but let me not lie. Honestly, I watched a video that told me about it last week. So let me not act like, oh my God, I've been doing it. No. Again, and we'll get to that in a minute as well. because AI is changing. They're releasing new things every day. So if you've not even started using it at all, I can guarantee you by the end of this month, in fact, by the end of this year, you'll be very behind, because they are releasing new things. Gemini at the moment, at the beginning of November, ChatGPT was the best. It was the highest. As of yesterday, what am I saying yesterday? As of Monday, ChatGPT was no more number one, because by the time Google came back with big force. I will show you that in a minute as well, right? So I've used AI. Now I did that last week. I downloaded all my bank statement for the last 6 months because it's free. You can download it. I hope you all know that you don't have to pay the bank from from your statement, because they should email it to you. If you're a teacher and you don't have an email as well, we have plenty of questions for you also. I'm sure Mrs. Shola, you will think that, no, I don't want to believe that. But yeah, I'll even believe that anyone on this call actually as an email, because you've all joined the live streaming, right? So I downloaded it and I put it on the AI, my AI tool. And I asked it to say, review all my bank statements. Tell me where I can save money. Tell me how to spend better, and tell me the things that I spend money on that even I don't even know, and put it in an infograph. It did. And people of God, I was very embarrassed for myself. And I'm not even a very bad spender, but I realized that I buy food. Food is food that wants to be my problem. Food. And we are going to fight it before 2026 even comes. So AI does a lot of things, a lot of things. Now, on my job as a marketing manager, how many things do I want to know? I can't know it all. And then previously, whenever I have to build the content, I first of all open spreadsheets, I write Instagram, I write LinkedIn. I will now be, typing, what should we talk about? I don't do that anymore because it saves me time. All I've done is I have a particular AI and a particular thread and chat that is for work and is for everything that has to do with ALX Nigeria. And I just asked it to first of all do a research, like, okay, tell me currently as of today, what are 18 to 25 years old Nigerians, male and female, talking about mostly online? AI will give me that. Previously, I can tell you, as of 2012 and 2011, when I was a senior brand manager at Extreme Ideas at Ikeja, I would have to open Yahoo. I will open, what's that one? I'll open the one for Microsoft. I can't remember the search engine. Bing. I'll open Bing. I would open Google. I will now be reading. Then I'll go to Linda Ikeji. Then I will be looking for what people are saying. I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to go to 10 different sites. AI will do that. That is his job. It would research. Because guess what I've done again? Did you hear the specification? Do you remember the first thing that I said when I was talking about it giving me a plan? I said I would give it a role. Now I just gave you another one. Now I told you that I would tell it to research what 18 to 5 years old are talking about as of today. What are they talking about on social media? What are they buying? AI will give me, and it will give me in beautiful captions. So I don't need to spend hours or disturb my team and say, I need the research. I need the newspaper. I need you to tell me. No. Just a very fine, beautiful, crafted prompt would give me that. So it saves all my time. So it's a pleasure meeting you all. And that was just an intro. But I know that from my intro, you guys have picked one or two, right? Okay, please let me know if you're still with me and you can still hear me. Now, the big elephant in the room is AI going to replace teachers? The real truth, yes, it will. For a teacher, and that was a beautiful thing Mrs. Shola said. A teacher that does not embrace it, yes, it will. It will. It's not a threat. It's not something to be, you cannot be scared of it. We have been created to be in charge of everything. Everything that we have been created in an image, in a divine image. So everything that we have is under us. So why would a technology that a lot of wealthy people have been using years ago, and we were thinking like, oh my God, this person is so brilliant, and they didn't tell us. Now we are now knowing about it, and now you're not running away from it. You are seeing beautiful classes. They are having all this 3D play. You're wondering, you think they didn't get it from the sky. It's AI that gave them. Oh, someone is doing something and they're doing it faster. Why you are still, opening is AI. It's not. So if you are not an AI-enabled teacher, yes, it would make you obsolete. It would make you would be so behind, you would be shocked. And you will be so good, but you even be shocked at why you are so good and yet you are being behind. So that is why I'm saying that I beg of you, if there's anything you don't do during the next, I know exams are coming up, preparation for exams are going to be happening and all of that, please devote 30 minutes, 20 minutes in the evening while you are not able to sleep. Those nights, pray. Yes, pray, midnight prayer, do all of that. But I still do it as well. Spend some time to study, to play with your ChatGPT, play with the Gemini, play with whichever AI tool it is that you have, and get familiar. The more you use it, the more it knows you. Now, AI is not your doctor. It will not diagnose what's wrong with you. It is not your best friend. So you see all these people that are giving AI name and they're checking with AI, hello, sweetheart. No. There's a fine line. There's a fine line. It's a tool. It is a tool. It is a tool. Just the same way your email is a tool. Just the same way your pen is a tool. Just the same way your notebook is a tool. That is what it is. AI will just gather everything, like in all of this different paper, into one sheet. Rather than you flicking through, spending time in flicking through, AI will just gather everything. So you can actually spend time, and that was a beautiful introduction that Ms. Shola had done. You can spend time doing something else that is more productive as well. So you have to see it as a tool. You have to understand that it is not going to replace you, but it will replace you if you don't embrace it. If you don't understand it, yes, it will. Let's not. I think we have been sugarcoating it too much, so it's been making people get a bit comfortable. If you don't embrace it, if you don't start to use it, and because I hope you also know that once you use it, that is not the end. Did you hear what I said? That as of Monday there was an update. Now Google now has Google Nano. Now yesterday, in fact, I will show you something that I did. I hope you know this my slide was AI. So let me just be very clear. It was AI. It only took me like an hour, less than an hour actually. The other extra time was because I was reading through and then editing it to meet what I want to talk about. Now that is where AI would not replace you. So just the same thing like I explained. When I put a beautiful prompt, when I get my result, I still need to read it because I need to refine it to be like, I don't need that one. That's not applicable. Oh, okay, no, I know what this one should mean because I have done something before, so I can edit it to meet a previous scenario or a present scenario as well. So that is where AI would not replace you because you know how to use it and you can maneuver it. If you don't know how to use it at all, yes, it will. That's the honest truth, and I'm not going to lie. Now, the next slide. Now, what exactly is AI? Like, what is all this big thing? Is a fad? Is a kinikon? It's not a fad, though. It's not. Let's not do the mistake that that we did many years ago, where when music was changing and it was becoming boom, 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 we all assumed that it was a clubbing song, it was a worldly song. Now in churches, that's the only reference that I have, and allow me to use this. Now that is now where the song was, but many years ago, those kind of songs were not even allowed there. So let's not leave it too long and then now be wondering why, young people are taking our jobs, this and that. Look, it is because it is already here. If you're someone like me, not me actually, because I don't have time, but if you are someone that watches Netflix, do you know why Netflix knows the kind of movie you watch every time? Do you know why Netflix will tell you this was picked up for you? Do you know why any other streaming platform that you use would tell you, I'm suggesting this to you? Do you also know why if you're always on Instagram and if it's always people that are, wearing the latest clothes and doing funny things, why it is only those ones you see? So when people are now asking, you didn't see that thing that happened on social media, you'd be like, no, I didn't see it. But I just finished, I just left TikTok now, I didn't see it. Because that's not the kind of things you look at. That is AI. AI is there. It has been around for a long time. But unfortunately, we just did not even know what it was. We just used to think, whenever I go to Jumia and I look at a bag, all of a sudden I open Facebook, the bag will now be following me about. It is AI. It is called artificial intelligence. That means that your smartphone is becoming intelligent. Do you also notice that every time you go to a new site, it asks you, do you want to accept cookies or you want to accept some? Has anybody ever seen that before? Can I see emojis? If you have seen that before, that is how AI is. For that, many cookies. Every site you go to, just close your eyes and just imagine that there are plenty cookies above you that are following you up and down because you have been. And it's okay to accept. Accept what you think is okay for you to accept. That's your choice. I'm not here to tell you what to accept. I don't know. Right? But every time you accept, what that cookie is doing is it is monitoring you. I'm not monitoring in a bad thing. I'm not, again, I'm just here for explanation, education as well. It is just checking where you are going. So it is checking that, oh, at night or maybe on Sundays, this is what you look at. On someone like me now on Sundays, it knows that I'm always looking for food timetable, food menu, and I'm always typing it in. So it will just be sending me food menus feed, or it knows that you're into fitness, so that it's only people that are wearing gym and carrying weight you'll be seeing. That is AI, because you've accepted a number of things. So you've left the internet, you've come to web, but you've accepted the cookies. So the cookie too is now checking everywhere you are going. Have you ever wondered why Google Map will tell you at the end of the month to say these are all the places you have gone to, and you're wondering, how does it know that? Yes, it is AI. So AI is here. You're not just about to accept it. You just now need to bring it and translate it into what you do, so that it can also save you time. It is a powerful assistant. That is what it is. It's not, if you don't make it your assistant now, yeah, it might replace you. That's just the honest truth. It will. But the earlier you understand what it does, the earlier you know how to use it, the earlier you understand the different apps and the different AI tools and what they do, the better it is for you. What are the 3 tools, in my own opinion, and of course where I work as well? It is speed, personalization, and time. Now, as a teacher, this is where we're now getting the teacher bit, right? As a teacher, please, Mrs. Miracle and please, Madam Sheila, just let me know when I have like 20 minutes more, because I'm a very good talker, so I can be here for a very long time. This is one of my best topics, so please let me know. Okay, so what are the 3 tools or the 3 things as a teacher that you need to be mindful of when it comes to using these tools? Lesson preparation. Mrs. Shola had said it clearly and betterly. Okay, let me just say, for those of you that are listening to with your AirPod and you've left your phone, you might want, this might be a good time, you want to come back to your phone now and just do a quick screenshot. There are a number of things that you might just need here, so please come back to your phone and do a quick screenshot and chakam it. Okay, so is it chakam it or clock it? Yes, clock it. Oh God. Clock it. Okay, so lesson planning. There are thankfully, a number of apps that actually would help you to create your Nigeria curriculum. And like Mrs. Shella said, it's not making you lazy. You are just saving time. And again, you cannot just take an AI result as as the final. It will take your job. It will replace you. Yes, let me just tell you, because you have not added your own special sweetness sprinkled to it. You always have to make sure that you look at the results, you refine it, you edit it. It doesn't matter how good your prompting is. And AI should never give you a prompt. There's a certain level you get to before your AI can give you the accurate prompt. For anyone that goes to AI and tell AI to give it a prompt to go and use, it is not the best practice. It is error. So if there's anyone here that does that and you've been told and someone told you, please scratch that. And I'll tell you that in a bit. And I hope we have time and I can show you the reason why. Right. The second thing as well is personalized learning. Of course, because you're going to, we are teachers, there are a lot of teachers in different classes. Primary 2, nursery 1, kindergarten, year 3. Did I just say primary? Oh God. Year 3, year 4, 100 level and all of that, right? And then there are different levels. So your AI and whatever you're using, the tool that you're using, now you'll probably be wondering why she's saying whatever you're using. So the reason why I say that is because, right, that is why I'm saying that the earlier you start using AI, the better it is for you. For someone like me who was an earlier adopter, I use different AIs for different things. So I use my Gemini. As of last week, Gemini was only like helping me to. I'll use it for a report. So if I get a report, maybe like how maybe piggy bank reports, pay stack reports, and reports on savings and how people have used their money and all of that, I would just put that on AI and just ask it to share the key highlights with me, and then tell me what, as a mom of 2, what are the things that I can relate to in that report. So all of the report might not be useless, right? All of the reports might just give me generic one, but I need it to fit for my own use. Then if it's a report that I know that is really good for my job, I would now then tell it again to say, understanding what I need for ALX Nigeria as a marketing director, please tell me what are the things I need to note about my target audience between the ages of whatever and whatever. What are their new trends in terms of money or financial, whatever it is. And AI will give me that. So I usually use Gemini and Chat for reports and all of that and content building. Then I use my LLM and that's notebook. That's so I hope I am able to show you. And that's what I was telling I think it was Miracle earlier, like 30 minutes is never enough for introduction to AI, but I will try my best. So that's why I'm trying to speak as fast as I can. So if I'm speaking too fast, please forgive me, but I'm just trying to make sure I don't spend, I don't waste your time as well, and you're not here for too long. Okay, so I use different AI for different reasons as well. And you saw how Miss Shola beautifully shared Canva as well, which I also use for designs. I use that for design. So I use different AIs for different things. As of last year, Canva never had its own AI. Now, all of this and that's why I'm saying that it is changing. So you cannot afford not to get used to it because they are growing. Now, you don't even need to leave Canva to go to chat to ask for something and bring it back into Canva. You can just stay on Canva and ask Canva's AI. It's only when you're not happy with the result it gives you, then you can move out of it. Now, if you don't even know that there's even Canva in the first place, you see that there's already a problem before you now even know that you're using the AI, right? If you didn't even know that, you could even take a result from chat and take it into Canva, you now understand what I mean by if you don't start using it now, you'll be playing so much catch up because like iOS and all of the phones updates, they are constant. All these open AI sources, they are all competing with each other. So everyone is trying to make sure that they are keeping the traffic to their own tool. I'll continue. So for personalized learning, you can also tailor content for every student's specific need. So for some of you that might have the extra needed children that maybe need extra classes or need extra learning or need a more in-depth tailored learning, that is what AI is there for. And hopefully I'll be able to show you a very good prompt. That's an example of a prompt they explain. But you see, these are the kind of prompts that a lot of people use. I purposely copied that. These are a lot of prompts that everybody uses. Just tell me this. No, this is a very bad prompt. And I would show you how to use a proper prompt. The third thing that you can use your AI for as well in terms of admin. So stop cracking your head about how to write an email. Stop cracking your head about, end of the year. How do I start typing? Let me start. Hello, ma. They say we should not be saying hello to parents. So back. Dear Mrs. Dear Mrs. That's not too strong. Back. How are you today? Should I be greeting them? Should I not just say, trust you are well? Trust you are well. You now remember one message that I heard that they said, how can you be asking people trust you are well? Like, hey, you are there for 20 minutes. Why? Just go and use an AI tool and say, please, act as a teacher for a year 2 student trying to write a Christmas invite mail to make sure the parents remember what they need to put in their bag, maybe what clothes to wear. Give me 2 drafts. It will give you 2 options. And then you can now take that out and then start to edit. But while you're still thinking, while you now remember that, the Rika of beans, they said if you don't buy it before December, it's now expensive. You've lost track. You see, but if you just do that into AI, you can even still think of that. But you know that by the time you go back to your AI tool, it has already given you a very fine draft. You pick that up and you continue your work. But it's not like you've even forgotten you're even supposed to do an email. Then when you get to school on Monday, your headmaster or your headmistress or your deputy person is like, what's going on? And then you're like, oh my God, no, please. From today, I don't want anybody to stress themselves at all. There is a better way to get this done. And this is how we are going to be doing it. Okay, right. Now, what are the different categories of AI? All the AIs are not the same thing. And I hope that today I'll be able to demystify this. So, AI, they're not the same. Please, they're not in the same category. So they are all different types of AI and different type of use. Please, if you have dropped your phone and gone to wash clothes or doing something else, please come back to your phone. This is another one. You need to come and clock it. So please come back and clock the screenshot. Now, we have the writing assistant, we have the video making, we have the audio one. We have, of course, we also have something called generative AI. And generative just means that it's just building something. Please don't let anybody bombard you and say, come and learn generative AI. It is just an AI that does more things, that changes things, which Gemini now does. And I think it's only Gemini. Gemini is the only thing that I will show you. Please, it also applies to other AI as long as other AIs have been upgraded. Yeah. So you also have the creative AI, which was what, we saw earlier, which, Ms. Shola did, and you can see that on our Canva. So you don't have to be looking for templates and be thinking, what icon should I use here? Please, AI does all of that now. Like, you can actually save your energy. It doesn't make you lazy because you still have to review it. You still have to read it for typos. Have you not seen the short notification that comes at the bottom of all of your AI results saying, make sure you read it because it might have some mistakes and it might have some typo? Exactly. So you are still required to still read and make some changes and edits as well. So you have your writing AI.
Okay, Cheryl, you have less than 10 minutes to round up,
I
man.
saw that. Yes, I said that. Thank you. Naomi is also keeping me in check. Thanks very much. So that's why I said everyone can just come back and check this out and then we'll fly through. Now, if you've done this, let me know so I can move on and I'll go to the next slide as well. Okay, let me go back here. Now, even if you don't leave with all of the demo thing, please come back and screenshot and take this and please so that you can also have it as well. Okay, someone says go on. All right, so now this is how you create your prompt. You have to give your prompt a role. This is a very important slide. So if you have not come back to your phone, you need to come and get this one. If you've not done the previous one, you have to come and get this one. Now you have to give your AI a role. You have to give it a role. Tell it to act as you. Tell it to act as, maybe you're trying to create a lesson note. Maybe you're trying to create maybe you're trying to create questions and answer. Maybe you're trying to give them an assignment. Maybe you're trying to give them a project. You can ask it to create a role. You can ask it to you can give it a role. Act as a biology teacher. Act as this. Be specific and make sure you also add the country. Most of us do not have country. You just say, oh, give me what 18 to 10 years old are eating. It will give you what people are eating in Afghanistan. And that is not what is related to your country. So you always have to make sure that you are specific. You are specific in terms of the subject. You are specific in terms of what you needed to do. You are specific in terms of the state and the country. Because again, don't forget, not because of anything and because of differentiation or whatever, but you know that the way Lagos is not the same way Abuja is. The way that Abuja is not the same way that Ogun State is. And I did that in one of our previous sessions that we did for teachers. When we had done it for Lagos, by the time we were doing the same prompt and we changed it to Ogun State, we could see the difference. That is why I'm going to ask you again to please spend time playing around with your AI. Add different things on your AI, change it. So experienced teacher, then the next time again, when you're maybe trying to give your teacher, your students a can you all hear me? Can I still be heard?
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. All right, no worries. Okay, so make sure you're giving it an actual role. Make sure you're even telling it where you can find, where, the situation, the country, the state, the need for it as well. Then you move on to the task. Sometimes you see the task there, tell it to create. Is it 10 minutes? Is it 5 minutes? Don't just say create a lesson plan. They can give you a lesson plan for 6 months. It can give you a lesson plan for a year, but be specific. Be specific, like make it clear. And if you feel like maybe, okay, it's an introduction as well, write it there. Create a 45 minutes introductory lesson plan on XYZ. Be specific to your AI. Don't just say, create a lesson plan for GS3. It's just going to give you anything, right? And that is, so remember that prompt that we saw earlier, and I was like, that's not a prompt. This is why. You have to make sure you give it a role, a task, and the context. The context is very important. I remember once when I was asking AI to give me food menu, and I told it what I had in my cupboard and everything. And at some point, he asked me to give, what did he say? It said, I think it said yam and ewedu. So I was like, please don't do that next time. There's nothing like yam and ewedu. So now, and I actually told the AI, like, please, they don't eat yam and ewedu is not relevant. That's not a combination. And then he said, oh, thanks for that correction. Now, this is why you need to use it. The more you use your AI, the more it gets better. Even us as teachers and even us as humans, we're not perfect. We get correction, don't we? We get corrected. So if you're not using your AI at all, it will just be giving you anything. And if you're just taking it, the results, and just taking it as the truth and not correcting it, it will just continue to give you jargons as well. So, but the more you use it, the better it would get. And the reason then later I realized the reason why I would have said yam and ewedu was because maybe most likely people have been writing pounded yam and ewedu, but I just wanted something for breakfast. But that's by the way. Now, you need to actually be able to tell it, like, What do I need it to do? Give it a role, give it a task, give it a context. Let it be real, and then you move from there. Now, I'm going to be rushed. Please, I'm going to have for 10 minutes more. Please, just 10 minutes more. And please indulge me. And I'm going to be as fast as possible because I really think I should just do a quick demo. 10 minutes more. Please.
All right. Okay.
So again, if you've left your phone, please come back. You need to come and clock another screen as well. Now, allow me to tell you and share with you that this particular screen you're looking at and this infographics was created with AI. All I just told AI was, can you give me, and I can share that with you anyway, just for transparency. Can you give me a screenshot? Because I was doing a lot of research. Again, I'm not a teacher, sure you know. And can anybody spot the error on this screen? Can anybody spot the error? Can anybody see the error here? Yet? Maybe nobody else has. Okay. If you have, let me know. I'll see if
YPT.
Thank you very much. Correct. So this is why I say you cannot almost take AI results as the truth. You also still have, so this is where AI will not take your role. But if you're just someone that just collects AI's results and give it to everybody, problem. They'll know that you use AI, especially people like us that use it every time. We can always tell when something is from AI. We can always tell when nobody has even read or gone through it to make sure it meets the purpose of why you have maybe used AI. And it is not a bad thing to use AI. Don't be shy. Like life has, what has moved past if you're not saying it, people will actually be telling you. So the world has moved past that. Like, don't tell me you used AI. Oh, I can't tell them. They know, we are aware. In fact, if you're not using AI, we're wondering, what are you doing? We are even wondering and not even certain or satisfied with what you have done. So please, these are the tools and the different apps that teachers can use, and then you can always look for how to use them as well. Now I'm going to stop here. Allow me to stop sharing, and we'll get to the demo stage where it's just going to be 2 minutes, and then I'll be out of your faces, and you may not have to see me again. And hopefully the team are not angry that I've stretched your time as well. I know they are, but sorry, I did say that 30 minutes was never ever going to be enough. Okay, so just bear with me. This is a session that usually takes about 90 minutes. So if I've done this in 20 minutes, I think I deserve flowers, but it's okay.
Yes, you do very well. Thank you.
So please just bear with me. I will share my screen shortly, and then we would get onto the demo stage. Oh, 1 second. Okay, here we go.
So teachers, get your laptop, your phone, follow the step-by-step demo. It will really help us a lot.
It will. All right. Okay. So YouTube, before I even do anything, let's go to YouTube first, please. YouTube. Right. If you're a teacher today, there's nothing. So remember when I said at least spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes. This is my work YouTube. This is not my own actual YouTube here. But this is what I use. Now, if there's anything you do today, look, just go to YouTube and just say AI, just type 10 minutes. AI, I don't know, AI knowledge for teachers. The resources are a lot, and they are free. They are free. If there's nothing you don't do today, give all of the different things that you're doing a break. This YouTube is free. It is only your data. So before you even start going to pay for all these different cloud courses, even ALX program, before you even come to ALX program, do this. Look for time, set some time apart, set some time apart every night. If it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you saw what I wrote there, 10 minutes on what to do, how to use it. Can be 10 minutes, I don't know, AI upgrades, or let's say updates recently. It is there. There are plenty. So there's almost no excuse to say, I didn't know it. I did not know how to use it. Okay, if you don't want to put it as AI, and because you use ChatGPT a lot, here you go. You can change your recently to 2025, right? You can learn a lot of things. There, see, 1 day ago, remember I said that there are lots of updates happening 1 day ago, 2 days ago. People are constantly talking about it, putting out free content. Watch them, learn them. There is no excuse anymore. Now we go back to the demo stage. Now, you can see all of this. All of this were not here before. I can tell you because I use this thing every day. As of last week, we had create image, yes, creating image. And I'm sure most of you would have seen it where people were now using their old pictures to create new pictures, giving themselves new wigs, putting themselves into private jets and all of that. Now, if you don't start using AI, you will not even know when something is a deep fake or AI created because you don't even know the difference. You don't use it. But the more you use it, the better you would get. So now as a teacher, we say act as a teacher to sorry, I'm very bad with my spelling, so you might see a lot of typo, just ignore it. To level level, I don't know, 100 level. That's sorry, I didn't school in Nigeria. Sorry, I don't know. 100 level university students on mass communication. Share an activity, share a classroom activity
Hello,
that
Sharon.
would.
We use grade though,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
basic. Hello, Sharon. We don't
Yes,
use
ma'am.
level, oh. We are not investing. We use
Oh,
grades. You
yeah.
can use
Oh,
grades,
okay.
or you can use basic, or you can use primary.
Okay, let's use primary. Thank you. Thank you for that correction. Primary 3 people. Abi, that's what you guys use, right? MP people on let's say, I don't know what's please what the, okay, let me use my son's. Okay, is he does something called UMass, but let's see. Okay, let's say community helpers. At least I did this homework for him one time. Primary 3 community helpers. Act as a teacher to a primary 3 pupils, right? On community helpers, class that would engage them for a good 20 minutes, because teachers would like to sit down and cross leg and collect fresh air, right? Therefore, a good 20 minutes. The classroom is in Lagos, and the people do not have, as someone is writing on the screen, do not, we shall what? Taiwo Matthew, you're writing something on the screen. I do hope you know we can see your name. And do not have access to let's say any devices or technology. So I'm writing this and I'll show you 2 different types of this prompt and then we'll end, I'll be done. Because I need you to see the difference of what it would give us. Because I know that some people be like, oh, public school, they do clown, what do they know? They don't do anything. We don't even have, don't worry. You would see the difference in a minute, right? Do not have any access to or any knowledge of about technology. Let's just say, please just allow me to do this about technology. Share 2 options of this plan that would drive the message in for values and conduct. Then we fold our hands and we wait, or we can just go and cook Indomie immediately. But of course, before you even stand up to go and cook your Indomie, it's giving you the results. So there is a reason why I have put the that they do not have access to technology, because again, from my own little experience, the way you would teach a child in a public school is almost different from the way you teach a child in private school, only because of access. And that is not, please, that is not classism or anything. That is just reality. Because I even see that with adults that are 18 to 35. There's a difference, right? Now, ChatGPT, you can use this on chat as well, and you can even use this on Gemini. This is Gemini Pro, and this is because it is work, so it is not a free one, but it is still the same thing. The only difference with a free one and a pro one is when it comes to creating videos and all of that, it gives you a limitation. That is all. That honestly, that is all. It's nothing, it doesn't give you different results or anything. So now if you look here, it says preparation before class, prepare small strip of papers, names of common Lagos. So it tells you Lagos, what to do. Can you see here? It's telling you about LASMA. You know, because I said Lagos, but you know, if I said Nigeria, it's possible it won't tell me about Lagos. Right? Okay. So I will put, because of time, Miss Chola has sent me one time Martin now. So please, you can see all of these different things, right? That it gives you and it tells you all of this. Now, I can go here and say, this is great. Can you add images to this as well? Okay, so unfortunately, we're out of time. So what I can only ask is, if you need more of this, you can always register for a program at ALX, and I'm so sure you'll be able to find more things. But for the sake of those that were here, and of course, those that are definitely interested, I'll copy the prompt and put it in the chat window. And please find time to make sure that you yourself are empowering yourself during this holiday, 30 minutes a day, and you would be fine. You don't have to be scared of AI. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Cheryl. Seriously, this is a wow. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your wealth of knowledge. At least I've learned a lot. My notebook is filled up. And as well, I hope teachers, you've learned one or two things. The truth is that AI is here to assist us, not to take our job. You need to know how to practice it well, very well. She talked about practicing it wrongly. Some of us, we are practicing AI wrongly at all. We don't even know how to front it well. Please, let's learn how to practice this well and also be specific. You know, you want to teach your children, your learners, you have to be specific. You know, you have to talk about the class, the age, everything about this, and it will you'll be amazed with what it will give you at the end of the day. Hope we've learned a lot. Please, can we give our love emoji? Let's appreciate her so much. Now I'll be calling on Miss Nomi. Please, Miss Nomi, if you're around, you can have the floor now. Is everyone hearing me? Hello?
We can hear you, ma.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes,
All
we
right.
can.
So, Miss Naomi, please, can you just quickly?
We can hear you. Please
I
speak
don't know
up.
if Naomi has anything to say, but I
All
think
right. So please, if you
just proceed to take
have your
questions.
questions.
Yes, let's take
Don't tell me
questions.
you don't have questions. We have a lot of questions. Please, can we just use this few minutes to write down your questions, or you can put up your hand if you want to talk about what you really want to ask. So the floor is, you have any question for Miss Sheon so that she can also address that. If you know you've
If
been
you have
using
any
AI.
questions, just raise your hand so we can take that. Do we have any questions?
I guess everybody has. Oh, we are just enjoying her talking. You know, she was just talking. In fact, she revealed a lot of secrets for us as mothers, that we just give AI all our work to help us to assist, to make work easy for us. Please, can we just have questions based on your expertise? Any concern?
Okay, I think I can see a question. Well, two questions actually from Oluebube. From Olue.
Hello.
I can see two questions from Oluebube. One is, can you hear me so I can take the questions?
Yes, we can.
Oh.
We can go ahead. We can hear you.
All right. So the first one is, must cookies be accepted? Let me just read out two questions. Must cookies be accepted? Okay, I think Shazibu answered it. Must cookies be accepted, and how do I create courses with AI? Okay, I think Mrs. Shin has answered
Yes,
that
I've
already.
answered that already. Yeah.
Okay, so using the right prompt here, you can, like she has said, I think if you use every practical tool that she has given you, you can create what you want to create as long as you are specific with your prompt. And there's another question. Oh, same person. What's the easiest way to create assignments for pupils after a class?
Yeah, once I was just typing that. So you already
right.
have your lesson plan, right? So your lesson plan, there was a button. Let me share my screen quickly. And I can imagine Miss Chola just rolling her eyes. Please don't be angry. Let me, sorry, my screen is okay. Let me stop sharing my screen. 1 second. 1 second quickly. Okay, so I don't think I wanted to show. So you know, whenever you are on your AI tool, whether it's chat or it's Gemini, there is a plus there is that plus sign there, right? That plus sign is for you to be able to attach images, attach documents, attach files,
and all that.
Yes. So if you already have your lesson plan typed up somewhere, just attach it as a PDF and then put it on your chat, upload it as that with that plus, and say, can you extract, act as maybe you can decide to do it 2 ways. Act as a 5-year-old people in year, whatever, in primary days. What are the best questions to get you to answer this assignment or this lesson plan, or to get you to remember this lesson plan for the next 6 months? It would extract it. Or you can also tell it to be a teacher. Ask as a teacher, how would you create 5-10 minutes or 10 questions lesson plan or a midterm project from all of these lesson notes attached? AI will go through all of that and it will condense it for you. So again, it is all around the prompts, and of course, making sure you give it the right context. So if you remember that framework I showed you, the role, the task, and the context, that is really all you need. And making sure you give it the right information, and then it will create your assignment from there. Okay?
Thank you so much. Yes. So we have Oluwase. Her question is, I teach English language online, and sometimes it's a bit of challenge to get curriculum like UK, US curriculum, UK, US curriculum. Can Gemini or Chat actually provide a very accurate one?
Of course, yes. So you know how we typed Lagos? Just tell it exactly where is the people tell it like, I don't know if I can share my screen. You can just do a tester. Tell it to say, act as a year 5 teacher teaching 6 years old in London, in Peckham, London, and you want to do a lesson plan for the next 6 weeks. Give me, and let it be in line with today's, write it there, with 2026 curriculum for the British, whatever it would give you. You have to give it the right context. Then when it gives you as well, you can use another AI tool as well. So you don't have to just take one as a thought. And that's why I said the earlier you start using AI, the quicker you would know which one works best and which one is able to give you the right one. So don't just say, oh, I only use Chat. Sometimes Chat may not give you the full information. Sometimes it's Gemini, but once you've started using, sometimes it's is it Perplexly or which one, or Claudia?
Yes,
so you have to kind of use different ones, and you'll be able to know, okay, when it comes to curriculum, this is the right AI to use. When it comes to reports, this is the right AI to use. You have to keep using all of them and know which one gives you the robust ones. I hope that helps.
Thank you so much. Hope we've answered your question, Oluwase, because it's actually true. You use the right prompts.
I have a question, please.
All right, go ahead, sir, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Firstly, she mentioned that we could register for the training on ALX. So, firstly, how can we do that to continue the
Naomi
program?
Answer that in the chat window.
Okay. Then, secondly, the video creation. You didn't teach us more on that one. So is there can you help to talk more on that video? Thirdly, Thirdly, the recorded version of this class, can it be sent to the group chat? Thank you.
Okay. So like I said, thank you very much for that question, sir. So like I had said, the earlier we all start using AI, the better it is for all of us. So Gemini now, you can actually use Gemini now for you. I was going to actually show you that prompt I'd used, the results. I was going to ask it to do it into a video just on that same platform. So previously, like as of last week or before last week, or like as of October, you would have to take the prompt out of the results out of Gemini and go and put it on another another LLM, another AI tool. But now you don't need to do that. You can actually just get your results, put the prompt. When you get the results, you can even tell it to change it to a video. Like I shown you earlier, the tool map, the powerful tool map thing. It was actually in text. It was a result. And I just told it, oh, change this to an infographics. Then it gave it to me in a flyer. Previously, I would have had to take that result and go and put it on Canva. But now you don't have to do that. Those plus signs and those things that I showed you at the bottom of Gemini. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I cannot share my screen. Honestly, I am so sorry. Let me see if I can do that now. Okay, I can do that now. Great. All right, this is great. Okay, I hope you can all see my screen. So at this, let me start a new one. No, thanks. So you see here.
Hello.
You can see create. Can I just answer this one quickly, please? So you can see create an image, you can see write, you can see build, deep research, create a video. If it's a video that you want to create, just click on that already and then describe the video you want to create. If I go back to what we were talking about, this that I had shown you, what I can then say is create. Sorry, please, can you just hold on?
Please, kindly mute your mic, please.
Create a 1 minute video with this with what did we ask you to do here? I'm so sorry. With this was it an assignment? With this activity to be more fun and engaging for the people to watch on my smartphone. So what I've done here is you don't need to tell it to have a role again because you have not created a new chat. So if you're still on the same chat, it just continues that way. Okay, let me see. I want to see. Yep. So here, do you see? So here that it says the tool. Can we see that? So I don't need to go to another tool. And then I click here. No, I don't want to create a new chat. Don't ask me again. Okay, so it asks us that we have to create a new chat. Okay, no problem. So what we then do here is copy. Please, I hope you're all still with me. Copy this.
Yes.
Ask us to create a new chat. So let's you go here, new chat, and then semicolon so that it can know what I'm referring to. And you see, I pasted it here. And let's see what it does. Fingers crossed. Drum roll, sorry, I'm just joking. So yeah, it takes a few minutes. So this is where we can now go and cook our Indomie. And then I can go back to another question that maybe you have. Oh, I don't want to change my screen. Is there any other question that we have that I can take in the meantime?
Yes, we have another question.
Okay.
So let's, another question is talking about...
Hello, please, sorry, in progress. Please, before we go to the next question, we are asking you to kindly fill the feedback form that Miracle will be sharing in the chat box now. It is important to do that so that you can also get the recording and, further conversation can continue. Please fill the feedback form. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So the next question is, in regard to online tutoring, can we get AI tools in tracking progress perfectly, either for children or adult learners?
That's an automation. That's next level AI. That's an automation. So that would be that maybe their classroom is on an app. If their classroom is on an app, then that's an automation coding kind of thing. That's very definitely possible. But then how will you track their progress if their progress is still offline? Does that make sense? So if their progress is offline, it might be hard for AI to track it, except if you're uploading it to a drive and then asking AI to do that, then yes, of course, that's possible. But if their I don't know, results or whatever it is they are doing or their notes is on an app, if it's in Google Classroom and you can download it to a drive and your school has okayed you doing all of this uploading to a particular AI tool, of course, AI can do that for you. Any AI tool can do that. You can, again, prompt. It's just a prompt to say, this is the workbook from come back. This is the workbook from term 1, term 2, term 3 of Seun BD. Can you look at it and review it and tell me what areas of progression this person has progressed on or what area this person needs more help on? It would give you that. But then you obviously have to upload it with that X time that I had shown you. I believe that has answered. Sorry, my kids are back. I hope that answered your question there. Okay, our video is ready. Can we see it? Can we all see it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you can see that because we said Lagos, because we said Nigeria, it's not going to give us Oyinbo people. You see, so but if you just give it a generic thing, that is when you now start seeing about people appearing in your class. That's when you now be seeing water heater on the wall, because you just gave it a generic thing. It doesn't know where you are. But clearly, you can see that here really looks like a school with window loofahs. Okay, now I don't know if you'll be able to hear the sound. Can you hear the sound? Can anybody hear it?
No.
Okay, let me stop sharing and then share again and share with sound.
But this is a paid version, right?
Yes, the free version would only allow you 3 seconds. So that's something to be mindful of. So you can still do videos with the free version, but it is just going to be very short. And I think it only gives you a limit, maybe once a day or once a week. So, but if anybody's school is on Google Workspace, I think your Gemini should be on.
We are mini community helpers. We promise to keep Lagos clean, help our friends, and always be kind. We are mini community helpers. We promise to keep Lagos clean, help our friends, and always be kind.
It's beautiful.
Yes. So this is how you'll be able to do it on the video. All right. I hope I was able to answer that question.
So can I read the last question?
Please.
Sorry. Yes, ma'am. You.
Please, progress. Kindly remind our participants to fill the feedback form.
Please kindly fill the feedback form. It's very important. Please kindly just go to the chatbot and fill the feedback form. We have a question here. Please, can AI be used to teach Yoruba language? If yes, which app can we use, ma?
We can all find out together, because even I don't know as well. So let me share my screen and we can all go. Let's go and discover this together.
I actually know that AI can teach Yoruba now. It can teach.
Okay, I think there's some specific ones, maybe the ones that are indigenous. I like to think so, but let's see. Can you just ask it, guys? Like, ask it. Like, ask. It's your assistant. Don't be shy. Ask it anything. Can you translate any documents I share to Yoruba language? Don't just write Yoruba language, because you know that other African countries too that may speak Yoruba language to let's write to Nigeria's Yoruba language. Then let's hear it to tell us yes, no.
Yes,
it can just even tell us, oh, I can help you with translations. Okay, then let's say, okay, let's tell it then. Translate this to Yoruba then. Okay. Translate this to. Please, I hope there's a Yoruba teacher on the call, because me, I would not know if it does it correctly. Oh, there we go. So, whoever asked this question, here you go.
You can just play around it. I'm sure.
Play around. That's the word. You have to.
Germany can do that. Even chat can do that. There is nothing they cannot do. Even they can convert. They can convert good English to broken language. They can even give you. You can even use. There's also
There is a music app. I created a music app. I've created a theme song with AI for my personal branding, and you should hear it. You would think it was in a studio. So AI is like, you can do a lot of things. You can even give it to your people to say they should create the school's theme song as an assignment in your class there. Tell them to give you different words. Gemini will do the lyrics. Get the lyrics out. If for any of you that Chakam or clocked one of the slides that I had shown, you would have seen the music audio AI. Copy the name there. Tell it to do music. If we had time, I would have shown you, but I don't think we have time. So let me just go back to my corner.
All right, ma'am. So we're running out of time. I think let me read the questions. They are just sending, most of them are just sending their questions now. So I'm coming. So someone is asking, talking about making teachers lazy, I wish to ask, how does this project bridge the gap of presenting quality works but lack of competence to add the quality of work or lesson notes waiting?
Please say that again. I lost. Say that again, please.
Talking about making teachers lazy, I wish to ask, how does this project, I think she means AI in education, bridge the gap of presenting quality work but lack of competence to act the quality of work or lesson notes waiting?
Okay. So if what I understand from that question is basically how are you able to justify that the lesson note that is created by AI is of good quality? That's what I understand it as. Is that correct?
Yes.
I don't know why question. Okay. So remember, if you don't have the context of what you're asking AI, you would not get quality results. So we still need you because you know the people in your class. AI is not in the class with them. It's a tool. It's an assignment. I mean, it's an assistant. It's not in the class with them. You are. So it can make you lazy if it gives you a result that does not work. So let's assume that if that video that we watched now, it was not correct, it was giving me Oyinbo people, I would be changing the prompt because I'm like, by the time my children see this, they won't even relate with it. So how do I have to refine the context so that it can meet, because I'm the one that is in the class with them, not the AI tool. So it can make you lazy. Where you would decide to be lazy as a teacher would be that you do not want to read the results. You do not want to understand the context that you're even asking AI to do, or you don't even understand what you're even asking the AI to do. So the first thing that you also must even do as well is first understand the context. First understand the prompt that I used in our demo. I kept saying how to keep them engaged for 20 minutes, how to keep them engaged for 10 minutes, how to keep them engaged. So if you're not interested in keeping them engaged, then yes, it will just make you lazy because you're just saying to it, give me lesson notes for SS3, but where give that prompt the more context. So I hope I was able to answer that question properly.
Yes. So please, if you have any other question, you can send the question to the WhatsApp chat group. We can definitely get across to you with the answer. And Shay, you've said all of it. The truth is that some of us know how to prompt, but we don't even, when we give our students, those of us that teach senior students, you give them an assignment or you give your student assignments and they use AI to go and generate they use AI to go and generate their answer. You as a teacher self, you cannot even detect if this answer is actually the student that do it, or maybe the student went to use AI to get the answer. We should also know that in as much as the AI in education has more advantage, but at the same time, we should also be very, very careful. And she has said it all. You have most of this thing free. You should make use of it. The Christmas, some of us, our school is having Christmas party. You don't even know what to present in your class. And you have AI in front of you to make use of. You understand? So learn how to make you use your AI, generate your 12-week notes, practicals, anything you want. And then you will enjoy all of this. So thank you so much, Mrs. Shield. It was truly, truly, truly engaging. And please, everyone, don't forget to fill up the feedback form if you really want to get the record class later. So I'll be calling Miracle to come and round up the session. And thank you, everyone, for joining. This was a wonderful session. So Miracle, please, you now have the floor.
Sorry, thank you. Miracle, please, can I just interject? Pardon.
All right, ma'am.
Okay, no so on the call, we have the convener himself, Oluwaseyi and Nifowoshe. I don't know if he has one or two to say, maybe Sheyi, let me just finish my thought. Then you say your one or two, then Miracle, then and please. Like Miracle has said when we started, we are set to do so many things together with teachers. A case in point, this December we are hanging out, right? So if you're not on the community already, Miracle, I want to believe you've also shared the link to the community. Let there be teacher community. Kindly join the Miracle. If you have not shared it, please share it now so that people get to have access to the link. We hope to do quite a lot of things come 2026, and then we want to do this along with you. We whatever we can do, in terms of our profession, we are teachers that would also add value to you as an educator is what we are set to do. A lot of programs, a lot of activities that will help us improve on the way. So we appreciate if you join the community if you're not there already, and we also appreciate if you plan towards coming out with us. I mean, it's December, let's enjoy ourselves. We also know how to catch crew. So again, thank you for doing this with us, and God bless you. Mr. Anifowoshe.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can
sir,
now.
we can hear you.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being on the call. I want to believe that at least you've learned one thing or another that you can use in your classroom. I'll probably not repeat what Shola has said. We're all about making teachers better, in the classroom and in everything. And we'd like you to join us on this journey. So thank you so very much. And thank you, Alex, for that amazing presentation. And we do wish you a restful evening. And your best year is yet to come. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Thank you, ALX. Thank you, ALX. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, Miracle, please, over to you now.
All right, thank you very much, Progress. Thank you so much, everybody. I honestly learned a lot. I'm not a teacher myself, but I learned a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you, ALX. This was such an insightful session, and I'm sure that everybody, took something back home. So, like Mr. Shea and Ms. Shela said, we are very much committed to seeing teachers empowered and, being superheroes in your classroom, basically. So thank you so much. I've dropped the link to our teacher community on the group, on the chat box, and on the group chat, actually. So if you're on the group chat, you see the link there, and the feedback form, the link is there as well. So you want to fill the feedback form so we can get recordings across to you. And also, please join our WhatsApp community, our teacher community. Like Michelle said, we have a hangout in December. So basically, just teachers having fun, eating, drinking, playing, basically, yeah. So thank you so much, everyone. I think we can end it now.
All right. Miracle, very quickly. I also wanted to let teachers know about the Speak Out podcast, right? For some of us we got to know about the assault on the teacher in Abuja, for instance, right? There are certain things that that we're following up on that case, right? So we're coming up with I just use that as an example, but we're coming up with a podcast where we encourage teachers to come and share their stories. So the first edition will be aired next month, and we're bringing a human rights lawyer, a human rights activist, someone that will tell you what your rights are as a teacher. All right, that's what we're starting from. We need somebody to let us go, and we'd like you to join. Please, you need to follow us on our social media handles. Let there be teachers. Follow us so that you can get more information. Of course, those the community that will be sharing with you. We need you to come and share your story. So when we discuss this, the fear is how do we protect you, all right, when you share your story? So we're bringing in a lawyer, right, that will help us, that will guide us we're going to be working with Federal Ministry of Education. We're going to be working with the National Human Rights Commission, right? So that the rights of the teachers are protected. But you need to speak out. We're going to be engaging school owners. We have school owners that are not treating teachers well. You know, there's a lot going on. And of course, teachers themselves, there are certain things that they need to know, right? So please look out for that. Watch out for that podcast very soon on our social media platforms. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for the initiative. Sharing life issues with teachers. This is something that we all need to get involved with. All of us have a story, one way or the other. The story has never been nice. There are some of schools that will not even pay teachers this December. To tell you the truth, they will tell you that you don't have salary this December. There are so many things going on. This is a platform you need to come and share your story. Let the world get to know what is really happening in the classroom. Why are teachers going through this? So we'll be waiting for you. If you know you cannot come out and share, you can also write to Let There Be Teachers platform. You know, you can just write it there. We can follow up from there. So thank you all for joining today. So this webinar is something we will always be having once in a while. And I also encourage everyone to join the community and be part of Let There Be Teacher. Just as the word said, Let There Be Teacher, come and be the teacher you truly deserve to be. So I don't know if Miracle, do you have anything so that we can just wrap up and then?
Yes. So people asking for the recordings, like we mentioned, this meeting or this call was live streamed, so it will be on our YouTube channel. If you're on the group chat, the link will be sent there as well. So to be on our YouTube channel, so you don't have to worry about the live stream. So thank you very much, everyone. Have a good evening. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah.
Bye. Thank you so much. To have a wonderful evening, everyone.
Bye. Please remember to fill the feedback form, follow our social media and those. When we share the YouTube link, kindly follow, subscribe so that you get notifications. And thank you. Bye-bye.